Yo, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a good day. And this is episode 2 of NoFap Benefits. If you want more, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And we'll get into it. The first one, after the last video, is trying new things. And I think I mentioned something like this in the last video, but when you're retaining, when you're NoFap, you get all this energy and all this motivation. And one of the things that happen with that motivation and energy is that you want to try new things, or technically you get more open-minded. You see things in a different perspective, which makes you more open-minded. So you might, for instance, want to try rock climbing, or like me, I started reading more books. Before, I read barely any books, if none, but now I finished 3 full books in about a month, which to me is pretty good. Number 2, focus on yourself more. So it's almost like last episode I said, you care for yourself more. It's kind of the same instance. You focus on yourself more. You care more about yourself, and society and other people might see you as selfish, but fuck them. They will bring you down. You want to focus on yourself, and semen retention, NoFap, allows you to open up your eyes and see that, makes you see where you're lacking at, makes you see what your flaws are, and so you want to improve on those flaws. You want to better yourself, improve yourself as much as you can. You won't be perfect, no one will ever be perfect, but you can be something great if you actually try, and NoFap will give you the opportunity to realize that. Better impulse control. So basically, you can control yourself more. You, instead of just getting into a fight or fight or flight situation, you might actually take a step back and actually visualize. Well, not visualize, but assess the situation. You assess the situation and you'll see what you can do to improve the situation or calm the situation down. Instead of rallying someone up, you might just try to calm them down or whatever. And you won't get angry or emotional too quick. Like, for example, you won't get too angry during, if someone cuts you off in traffic, you won't get super mad. You'll control yourself more. Now, this is a weird one, I'll be honest. This is less sleep. And I believe that everyone should have the amount of sleep that they need as a person, especially young people. We need to sleep 8 to 10 hours a day. And if you need the sleep, then get the sleep. NoFap is not a compensation for sleeping, but less sleep, I've found that it's not that you don't need sleep, it's just that you'll get more energy without having to sleep more. You will recharge internally without actually having to sleep, because you get all this energy from down there to spread and flow up, almost like a reverse waterfall. Think about that, because then when you're bursting all the time, the waterfall's going over there, all the energy is gone. And then when you're sleeping, it's recharging. But if the waterfall's going back up, there's more energy everywhere. So you won't actually need, the necessary energy from sleep won't be needed, because you will get your energy from somewhere else. But you still need to sleep at the appropriate time and the appropriate time length. Deep and profound feelings. You think about shit more. That's basically what that means. Since you assess something, you might think about something, you might reflect, reminisce, maybe contemplate about certain situations, and you realize what has gone wrong there. What could I have done to make that better? And when you think about situations, because as a man, we would like to resolve in the past, and when we think about things, we get deep about it. We try to remember our feelings, but we also try to remember how we thought back then. And most of the time, we can't actually remember. But with NoFap, it's almost like a third eye opening. You almost come back, you retrace your steps, you're in the memory, you remember what it was like. So then that causes you to improve for future and present situations. Like, if a similar occurrence happens from the past, then you might handle this situation even better. So deep and profound feelings basically means that you think about things more and you think about how to improve them better. Well, that's like the nutshell version. Reduced response to stressful stimuli. So you're less stressful. It's like I said in the other episode, this less anxiety is kind of similar. Things that would stress you out before might not stress you that much anymore, or not even stress you anyways. Like, for example, walking up to a woman, it might be stressful, but now, like, it's almost natural. You learn how to do it. The stimuli, its response reduces because you're less stressful. If you might be driving, actually that's a bad example. Can't really think of an example right now, but reduced the testosterone, which increases from holding your seed, will lower your stress. That's scientifically that's what's gonna happen. So depression is lowered. Now, there's two sides to this story, because semen retention and maybe NoFap can get you into this almost depressive state, like it has to me before. But I like to see it like a flat line, that you won't stay in a depressive state forever, because you might just, it's almost hard to explain, but it is like a flat line. But in general, you feel happier, you feel better, so that the depression is lower, but there are flat lines that people might perceive as depression or something like that. But just try to keep your head up and think about your purpose. Just think about how great you can become. Now, more energy. You gain more energy. This has been so useful for me. The more energy you gain, the more good you can do, the more productive things you can do with it. So when you bust, you're out, because that's your brain thinking that you've done it with another woman, and now it's time to chill. That's why you're more relaxed after you nut. So that's why you won't have enough energy or motivation to do something. But when you're holding all the seed, that's why semen retention is very useful. You gain all this energy, all this motivation, it rises you up, so then you can go on your computer, write your book, or you could actually paint something, do a drawing. You can do anything. It's just all that energy. No brain fog. Your mind is less cluttered. Your mind focuses on certain things, the more important things. You stop overthinking. Yeah, like you might be like, and back to deep and profound feelings, just because you're thinking about something isn't overthinking, you're just assessing the situation. With this, all the unnecessary thoughts, all that is just gone. It is gone. All the good stuff from your seed comes to your mind, well and done. All the bad stuff, like overthinking certain situations, like, I could have done that better. You stop thinking. It's almost like an abundance mindset. It's like, that's done. I don't need to care about it. I don't need to overthink it. Maybe I might think about how I could have done that better, but I just don't overthink it. I don't try to think, maybe she was depressed or something. Maybe she was in the mood. Like, you just do not care. You stop overthinking. Improved focus and concentration. Some people call this anti-ADHD. To be honest, the ADHD thing, I'm not really sure. Can't really tell you that. But improved focus, you do get an immense amount of focus and concentration, just like the motivation and energy. Because when there's no brain fog, like I said before, there's more things to focus about, the more important stuff, like your purpose. You're set on a goal. You stop worrying about dumb shit. mostly about women, and you just focus on your goal, you're focused on getting money, you're focused on your grind, you're focused on your ambitions, all this stuff. And the concentration, because all the energy built up, just powers your mind to just focus on everything. And it's a beautiful thing, really. Now, I'm at this last point, I might make a separate video about it, but it's dopamine rebalancing. Now, I'm not gonna get into depth to it because I might make an actual video about this, but dopamine rebalancing, just basically, it's probably because when you stop watching porn, so you stop getting a high of porn, because the more porn you watch, the more dopamine you need, so the more weird shit you watch. So when you don't watch porn, when you stop fapping and getting that dopamine hit, that release, your brain rewires to a better state of mind, and will try to get hits of other stuff. Like, for example, when I stop fapping, when I stop watching porn, I would play more video games, because that's where I get my hit from, my dopamine hit. But now I'm reducing my time of video games. Sometimes I might just cut it off. So just so I have time to actually focus on what I want to do, just so I feel like I actually want to make a video, like I actually want to, do some work, maybe make a website or something like that. So the dopamine rebalancing, it can help, but it can also still be dangerous. You just need to use it well. So I might actually make a separate video explaining this shit in depth. So don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe for more content, and if you like this video, just like. So take care, guys.